It's time for SmackDown Smack Talk Review. And we started SmackDown Live like we start every single episode of SmackDown Live with Shane O'Mac pretty much recapping what happened last week. And let's be honest, who cares? I've seen it 682 billion times by now, but I'm still gonna... And people still pop for this. I don't understand. I am getting absolutely sick of the McMahon starting the show. Can we not just have a superstar just start the show? I just don't understand it. Anywho, back to the start of the show. We had Shane O'Mac saying how disappointed he was with Daniel Bryan for not firing Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn last week. Daniel Bryan comes out and defends himself and uses logic, and logic actually wins this argument. Pretty much Daniel Bryan saying, look Shane, if we fired Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, we all know what would happen. They'd go to Raw. Shane went, well, it'd be my sister's problem, I wouldn't care. And Daniel went, well, it would affect SmackDown a hell of a lot. Then Shane went, well, if that's the case, I'm going to make some changes to this main event you set up last week. I'm going to put this as a non-DQ match, and I'm banning Sami Zayn from the ringside. And that pretty much ended the first part. Again, like I said, I am tired of seeing Shane O'Mac start the show, but it's nice to see logic actually being used properly in SmackDown Live. Then we got our first match of the night, and it was Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin take on The New Day with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Wood. And this was quite interesting. It was a good match. It was supposed to be babyface versus babyface. Let's be honest, we have no idea if Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable are babyfaces. I still can't work that one out. But the match itself, in pure ability wise, was very well done. All four guys are very capable fighters in ring. The New Day and the Usos, for me, they're in a league of their own right now on SmackDown's tag team division, and they were brilliant. They were absolutely brilliant, and Shelton Benjamin and Kofi just showed their pure ability. Pretty much, the New Day got the win, which they needed. I'm not gonna lie, I think they needed the win more than Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, and it definitely makes the New Day feel stronger again in the tag team division. So very much a very good starting match for the night. Got the fans popped, got me excited to watch the rest of SmackDown Live. Then we had our second match of the night, guys, and it was also our second tag team match of the night when we got the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Hype Bros. Again, this was a rematch from last week, and the Bludgeon Brothers did exactly what they did last week, but now they just destroyed Zack Ryder instead of Mojo, and they looked absolutely awesome. And I'm not gonna lie, they have the frigging coolest entrance music and entrance. Two big guys with hammers is pretty goddamn awesome. And they got the win very easily, squash match. But that's not the exciting part. After the match, we had Zack Ryder and Mojo cutting a promo in the ring. Zack Ryder's talking that something needs to change with the Hype Bros. They haven't had a win for such a long time. And Mojo just destroys Zack Ryder. This is what I want to see. I want to see Zack Ryder as a singles competitor. I think he's won so much better when he is a singles competitor. Mojo, I don't really care for. If his heel turn actually turns him into an interesting character, excellent, I will be more interested. But I'm not gonna lie, seeing Zack Ryder finally getting released from the stupid Hype Bros tag team and now being able to compete singles will be amazing. Let's just hope they book him right, and let's just hope we have another surprise where Zack Ryder holds the title again just before anything else. Then we had AJ Styles taking on the Singh Bros in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Now, this was actually an interesting match to even out the scores, because let's be honest, the Singh brothers are nothing more than jobbers. We had Jinder Mahal attack AJ before the match start. AJ played it off well. The Singh Bros got a lot of attacking and made it just looked like, oh, AJ could lose this, and AJ sells so well. Again, best wrestler in the company, even when he's working with two jobbers like the Singh brothers, it's still very much entertaining. AJ managed to get the win. Styles Clash from the second rope. Wow, it's just an absolute AJ Styles, most talented wrestler, and good on the Singh brothers taking that kind of technique off the second rope. It's very dangerous as it is normally, and doing it on the second rope must be even more dangerous. And then Jinder tried to beat up AJ after the match, but AJ got out of the ring quick enough. This is building up their rematch at Clash of Champions. I'm not gonna lie, I hope AJ holds the belt for a little bit longer up to WrestleMania, but good to see, Jinder Mahal and AJ Styles. And this is a good way to build up the rivalry. And then after the match, Jinder Mahal just pretty much destroyed the Singh brothers for failing him again. So that's good. Seeing the Singh brothers getting defeated in matches, then getting destroyed after the match, who's going to complain? I'm not. Then we finally had our third and final match of the night, when we had Ruby Riot's Riot Squad, which had her, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan taking on Naomi, Natalya, and Charlotte. Now, this is for me a good thing and a bad thing in this match. Now, story-wise, very well done. Very well done. Reason is, you have these three newcomers teaming up, making themselves feel like a threat. They do feel like a bit of a threat in this division. Fresh blood, which I think the Women's SmackDown division did need. And then we had a down part was that, let's be honest, Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan still feel a bit green. I'm not saying Ruby Riott didn't also make a few mistakes, but definitely the Sarah Logan, especially Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan, just felt so inexperienced compared to the other four women in the ring. But the match itself went on quite well. You had Natalya run off, you had Naomi get literally beaten down until she couldn't get back up, and then you had the Riot Squad team up to beat the crap out of Charlotte. So Ruby Riott got the first win for this new alliance. For me, this is quite cool. I'm excited to see how they polish these girls off on the new SmackDown roster. I think they're going to really work well in the women's division, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Definitely well done, and story-wise, well done. Match itself, very much a lot, but a lot of mistakes for those, for the new girls. Then our final match of the night, we had a non-DQ match between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. And to tell you the truth, guys, this was for me the best match of the night. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton just sold the match so well, and these guys are so talented. If this was a title match, I would say, wow, this was a fantastic title match. But for story-wise, fantastic. Both guys sold it absolutely fantastic. I keep saying fantastic mainly because it was good. It was a really good match. I do recommend you guys checking it out. Then Randy was in complete control, chasing Kevin all over the arena. Sami Zayn comes out, hits Randy Orton in the back of the leg. This allows Kevin Owens to get advantage to pull Randy into the middle of the ring, which Randy nearly got RKO. Kevin hit the back of his leg, giving him the advantage, getting the win with a frog splash at the end. This was cool. Again, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have survived their punishment matches, and that's brilliant. We have a fantastic story continuing. I'm definitely excited to see what happens next week. And there you go. But obviously, we also have some backstage segments I do want to talk about on SmackDown Live, and that was Bobby Roode challenging Baron Corbin for his US title. You should have heard the crowd, guys. It deafened me watching it. It was amazing. The crowd went insane when Bobby challenged him. Baron Corbin looked at him, smiled, and said, "No, this is awesome. This will be a fantastic match, I reckon." Bobby Roode will get Baron Corbin's, this will be an amazing match to see. And then we also had our Fashion Files episode as well. It's now starting to lose its charm a little bit, but it's still very funny. The Ascension are highlighting that episode. It was a Saw episode, so that was pretty cool. And that was pretty much it. So SmackDown Live itself, let's be honest, there was a lot of things going on story based for this week. The New Day, definitely, they needed the win. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton match, best match of the night for me. But it was an okay episode. I think for me personally, Raw was slightly better, but I do think the way the women's division's being written right now is better on SmackDown, especially with the Riot Squad. I think they've been written slightly better, even though there've been a few botches in their match. They definitely feel like a more threat in that division. And there you go, guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this week's episode of SmackDown Live. Leave it on the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time on Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews.